What's up? This is Release Rotation. It's Friday. I don't even know what time it is here in California. It's like 1:50 my time. My kids get out of school in 30 minutes. Had technical difficulties. I am trying to get on here and create something every day just to get better in front of the camera, to get better talking. I say like a lot. Like. I'm trying not to do that. So that's why I'm on here. I want to create some kind of something. I like to talk about sports. I like to talk. I like to give my opinion on things. You know what they say, opinions are like belly buttons. Everyone's got one, and sometimes they're full of lint. That's not really the saying. I'm not even going to say it. My parents sometimes listen to this. But yeah, opinions, sports. Let's talk sports. I'm going to fly through this. I'm hyped up on iced coffee. Trader Joe's. Do it. It's that vanilla one. Vanilla cardamom. Oh, there it is again. It is Friday. My hat's on backwards. Sometimes I like to think I'm younger than I am. It's like that meme with how you kids doing or whatever it is, and it's Bashimi with his hat on backwards holding a skateboard in like a school. How are you fellow kids doing? Anyways, football. Let's talk Thursday night football last night. Great game. Good game. I honestly thought the Bills would come out and just dominate the Dolphins. 2-0 team versus an 0-2 team. Dolphins hadn't won, and they still haven't won because the Bills were able to put them away last night in ugly fashion. Win's a win. They got it done. It is a divisional game, so good on the Bills for doing that. Love it. I love that football's back. It was on Amazon Prime. Not everybody has Amazon Prime, so too bad. Too bad. I know it. Streaming. If you're a casual fan and you don't have some of these streaming platforms, you're not going to go buy them to watch games unless you're just a diehard fan. If you don't have Amazon Prime, if you don't have Amazon Prime, that's on you. You know, that's on you for not having Amazon Prime to watch NFL games on Thursday nights, soon to be NBA games, and then also the first 2 hours on Thursday and Friday of Masters Week. So maybe get Amazon Prime. You also get free shipping. So you have that. I don't know how much it is a year. I do remember when we first got Amazon Prime, it was like $79 a year. It's like more than double that now because they got to pay for all the sports stuff they're putting on. That's why. Why else would the price go up? But anyways, you got that. As for me, game I care about is tonight, Oklahoma State versus Tulsa Golden Hurricane. I don't really even know what to expect with this Oklahoma State team. I kind of don't care. Kind of frustrated over it, whatever. But it is football. It is college football. It is my alma mater. So go Pokes. I still want them to win. Kind of like whoever's president. I don't care who the president is. I want him to be successful. I don't care if I don't like the coach at Oklahoma State. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. But I still want him to win. So there's that for you. I don't even know what the spread is. Second string quarterback because our starting quarterback got hurt in the first game. And now we just signed somebody from North Alabama. Maybe he's good, maybe he's not. I don't know. But there is football on tonight. There is a big game. Another big game that kind of has to do with the state of Oklahoma. SEC, Auburn, and Jackson Arnold, who was previously the quarterback at OU, comes into Norman to take on the Sooners. And John Mateer. I don't know what's going to happen in that game. Actually, I do. OU is going to crush them. OU is going to absolutely crush Auburn. They're going to do it. They're going to crush Auburn. That's what's going to happen. I think OU's good. I hate to admit it because I don't like OU at all, secretly. But OU will dominate the line of scrimmage. I know it's Auburn. I know they've been in the SEC, but I think OU's the better team. Better defense. So better quarterback. So there you have that. I don't even know what the other games are. Illinois, Indiana. I don't know. Illinois, Indiana. Everyone's saying that should be the college game day game of the week because it's two top 25 teams going against each other. But apparently, I saw Reese Davis said something about there's better storylines with Miami versus Florida. So they're going there. They can do whatever they want. They can choose to do whatever they want. So if you're an Illinois or an Indiana fan and you're upset they're not there, I don't know what to tell you. Get over it because game day's not going there. They're going to Florida to do the Miami Florida game. They can do that. So that's the game. A lot of football on. I'm trying to think if anything else happened this week in sports. Nothing crazy. So I'm going to try to make this quick. I don't even know what time it is. So my kids get out of school. I know I already said that. I had technical difficulties. Technology is awesome until it's not. So I updated my Mac to the newest operating system and it totally screwed up all of my lighting stuff, which then my lighting's all jacked up. I don't even know. Shadows, whatever. But so I've been fiddling with that for half the morning and then doing the other stuff that I do. But this is a map right here of the road system in Oklahoma. If you're curious, I know you're curious about this map. Hey, if you're curious about this map behind me, this map is the Oklahoma State highway systems of 1925. I wasn't even born yet. That was 100 years ago. I just realized that. This highway system of Oklahoma is from 100 years ago. How about that? Wow, I'm guessing it's a replica though. I don't know. I got it from my grandparents however long ago. So maybe it's legit. Maybe there's a treasure map behind it. Guess we'll find out. I don't know. Sports. We got if you have kids and your kids are in sports, isn't it just never ending, nonstop, crazy? Like our son is playing rec league basketball, so he only has one practice a week and one game a week. Our daughter is now, I don't know how it works in other states. In California, where we are, she's playing TU, so under 10. She's only 8, so she's playing with 9-year-olds and girls who have done this before. And so she's got 2 practices a week, each one an hour and a half, and then a game on Saturday. So our weeks now, the only days that we don't have something are Sundays and Wednesdays. So we have games and practices every other night of the week. So we are in full sports mode. And if you have kids who play sports or do other outside activities from school, you know what I'm talking about. You feel like you have a little break over the summer maybe or whatever, but it just gets busier and busier and busier, which is great. It's great. Another thing we do with our kids is they have to play a team sport. So just so they can know how to interact with others, how to be coached by other adults, and just how to get better at sports, because I think team sports are so important at young ages. So we do that. Make sure they're in a team sport. Do you do that? Do you make sure your kids are in a team sport? I think it's a big deal, but maybe it's not. I have no authority in this. I probably shouldn't even be talking about it. But obviously the big deal in the news cycle now is Jimmy Fallon, his show getting suspended indefinitely or whatever. Listen, I am 100% for free speech. You can say whatever you want. I don't care. It doesn't offend me. That's what's awesome about free speech. But it doesn't mean there won't be consequences. Okay? Like we've seen it happen numerous times. This isn't the first time that this happened to somebody. Okay? Regarding free speech. I don't know the details, but the only thing I don't agree with in this whole thing, and I don't even know how much of it's true or not. I see all this stuff that ABC and Disney are trying to make a deal, and so Trump has said if you don't get rid of Jimmy Kimmel, then we're not going to let this deal go through. That is messed up. I don't think the government should have any say in any of this. Let the market do what the market's going to do. It's just like with Colbert, which I don't even know what happened there. There's the same kind of rumors that, oh, there's a deal made, and if the deal didn't happen, da-da-da-da-da. Okay, I get it. If that happened then also, okay. But the other side of it with Colbert, he was bleeding, that show was bleeding $40 million a year. They had 200 people on staff for one show. The Colbert Show. $40 million they were losing. Okay, say what you want. That's a business decision. They just maybe had an excuse to finally be like, okay, we got to do something here. I don't know about Jimmy Fallon and what the NBC Tonight Show's doing. No idea. And again, with Kimmel, okay, the government should not step in any of this. Let the market decide. If you don't want to watch Jimmy Fallon, don't watch Jimmy Fallon. I haven't watched Jimmy Kimmel, whoever. If you don't want to watch him, don't watch him. I've never watched Colbert. I've never watched Jimmy Kimmel. I've watched a little bit of Fallon. And so just because I don't want to. So, and if you don't agree with what they say, you don't have to watch it. If you don't like what Jimmy Kimmel is saying on a nightly basis, don't watch it. If you don't agree with him, don't watch it. And the government shouldn't be jumping in and giving their 2 cents about this, because that's just not right. It's not right. And so and I get it, like what Jimmy Fallon said is going to offend a lot of people. And I'm not even 100% sure what he said, word for word. But there's some people saying that what he said was just a straight up lie. And the other thing too, I did see it. I honestly don't know it word for word, but it wasn't funny. No matter which side, if with your Democrat or a Republican, it wasn't funny. So that's the other thing about these late night hosts. Okay, you've got your bone to pick with Trump. You've got your bone to pick with Biden. We see it on like Gutfeld. We see it on Colbert. The bummer with these guys, and the other thing too, ABC, CBS, NBC, aren't those like public institutions where like Fox is private, so they can do whatever they want, kind of to an extent. I mean, still under FCC guidelines. Like, I just look at it, if obviously I'm not, but if I'm a Tonight Show host, if I'm one of the top 3 guys that are doing those Tonight shows nightly, why even are you saying things that are gonna alienate half the country, half of your audience anyway, whether it's Republican or Democrat? Like, there was a video put out by Johnny Carson. They asked him why he doesn't get too political. And, Johnny Carson was the king of late night. The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. I watched it as a kid. And they asked him, like, why you don't get political? And he's like, why? Why should I? Like, there's no reason to. I'm here to be funny. I'm a comedian. I'm here to entertain. They asked him why he doesn't talk about serious things, I think. And he's right. Like, everybody liked Johnny Carson. It didn't matter. And so, you have that platform. If you're one of those hosts, you can say whatever you want. Doesn't mean there won't be consequences. And I think some of the consequences, apart from what happened the other night with Jimmy Kimmel, is part of the consequences of saying whatever you want, especially if it's political, you're going to push away one side or the other. And I mean, obviously, like this last election cycle, the popular vote went to Trump. So more people voted for Trump than they did for Harris. I almost said Biden, whoever was running on that ticket. So your fan base and who you appeal to is already smaller, whether you want to admit it or not. And then you're saying these things that are going to put Republicans and conservatives away anyways. So that's my thought on it. I don't know. Like, Jimmy Kimmel, if he got suspended, that should come from Disney and whatever. And if the government, if the Trump administration had anything to like sway it, that's messed up. That's my own opinion. I could be wrong. I don't know, but that's just my opinion. I don't think the government should have any say in that decision as far as free speech goes. Let the market dictate it. Let Disney take care of it. So I don't know if it's he said, she said. Like, is there any proof that this has happened from the Trump administration? I don't know. Something I've tried to do over the last however long is I try not to watch any news. I watch business stuff. I watch CNBC in the morning and I watch Fox Business because my daytime job is trading stocks. And so it's finance stuff. So I watch that stuff, but man, don't watch stuff at night. Like, all they do is fearmonger. CNN, Fox, it's all just a bunch of fear mongering. Like, if anything, support your local television stations, watch the local news, weather, sports, move on with your life. My own opinion, whatever. That's my opinion, but I just don't think the government should be getting involved in this one way or the other at all. Free speech is free speech. We should be able to say what we want, however we want. And if your bosses don't like it, then they need to take care of it. If your managers don't like it, they need to take care of it. Just for instance, I worked at Apple for 11 years almost. Sure, I could have said anything I wanted to, but had I said something really bad or whatever, I would have been in trouble. There would have been consequences. And so that's the other side of this where I guess, feel my opinion about it. Anyways, I got to stop because in the end, it does matter as far as like government overreach or government intervention. That I don't agree with. Jimmy Kimmel saying whatever he wants, I agree with. He can say whatever he wants. Gutfeld can say whatever he wants. Jimmy Fallon can say whatever he wants. Colbert can say whatever he wants. There could be consequences. So that's that. I think the other thing too is like people are saying free speech is under attack, and okay, I see your point, but I also would argue back, like Jimmy Kimmel can go do whatever he wants, like elsewhere. He has a podcast, I think, or he's been on a podcast I've seen. He did something I saw with Sarah Silverman. And so there's still outlets for him, which is great. And there should be for him to say whatever he wants about whatever topic he wants. And so there's a lot to it, I think. And I don't think we as Americans, as consumers, know exactly what happened and what is happening with the whole situation. And I don't think we ever will know. And I don't even have all the facts. And again, it's my opinion, but I try to see it from both sides. I hope I did. That's all I have. It's Friday. Be kind to each other. Have a great weekend. Watch some sports. Relax. Hopefully you don't have to work over the weekend. Hang out and have fun. Thanks for listening. See ya.